Hey, everybody, it's Mike Brown, the founder of Votel.ai. And I'm going to be going over a cool new feature we got in store just for you guys. I'm super excited about this feature. And I'm also going to be showing you guys how you can do some customization in your system when it comes to creating saved views. Some people call them smart lists. I call them views, whatever you want to call it. We got you covered. We're going to be showing you exactly how it works. So if you look at my screen right now, you'll notice I have a website actually embedded into my system that is a custom thing you guys can do. I want to make sure you guys know that when you're in your white label settings, you have complete customization options over the sidebar menu. So you can put in links to your favorite tools and all sorts of stuff. But first, let's dive into that new feature and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So inside conversations, we now have what we're calling AI message categories. When a message comes in or a message goes out, the AI is going to analyze that message and it's going to categorize it for you for faster, responses to clients and for better organization. And let me show you an example here. So first of all, we got these categories up on the top and you can customize these, but some of the built-in ones are, hey, it needs to be responded to. It's just a FYI, it's a comment, notification, awaiting reply, that sort of thing. And so when you get a text message that comes in, hey, can I get a demo? You see it's tagged as you need to respond, which is awesome. So if I need to power through my list right here and I need to look at like, show me all the people I need to respond to, you can just come in here and hammer that out super quick and easy. Now to customize this, if you click on the settings gear over here, you're going to see an option for message categories. This is where you can see the built-in categories, right? So we got tons of different options in here. I think this is a great starting point. This works for just about any business, right? Telling you what you need to reply to, who you're waiting on a reply from, etc. But if you want to customize it, just click on the trash icon. You can remove that item and you can even add your own new category. Let's go ahead and say you're a car dealership or you're targeting car dealerships and you wanted people that are specifically interested in trucks, right? You can make a category interested in trucks and the AI can categorize any sort of conversation matching that condition here in the system. But how we use it here at Votel, right? We want to keep track of who we need to respond to. We want to keep track of who we're waiting on a response from. So it's a very simple way for the AI to just automatically categorize that and tell us so we can go in here and with laser focused accuracy, respond to who we need to respond to. Because if you're like most businesses, you probably get tons of emails and tons of SMS and tons of junk too, in addition to, your everyday helping clients and customers and agencies and all that good stuff. So this is the best way really to stay organized. And I like to compare it to like that Gmail feature. You got the Gmail like promotions tab and newsletters tab and the main inbox. It's kind of like that. So you can focus on, the messages that are most important to your business. Now, one of the things I recommend that everyone does inside the system is you'll notice we have this little switcher on the top. I have an all view and I have a sales view. And you can actually create as many views as you want here. I can go ahead and make one for support. And when you type a name, you can go ahead and push or give it an icon. Let's go ahead and do that. So now I got a new support view. Now, everything I do on this view, I can go ahead and customize it. And we can go ahead and get that one. Let me see, refresh my screen here. You can customize it and you can set the filters and save everything for this view. So let's say for the support view, I'm looking for people that only have a tag, right? Tag is AAA. Now I have all the customers matching that condition on this view. And if I want to save this view, I just click on Save View. And now these settings are persisted on this tab. So when I'm bouncing around, I got saved views and filters right here. Very easy to manage your inbox that way. Common use case, what we use this for is we'll have we call it like an inbox, right? It's a save view, but it's an inbox. But we'll have like a save view for support. We'll have another save view for sales. And so it's a great way to separate those two out. Now, the same concept, these saved views, we actually apply to multiple areas in the system. It's the same thing with contacts and pipelines, right? All these things on the top, these are saved views. So I have my filter selected. I have, different filters selected on this page. And so you can add as many saved views as you want, each one with different columns, right? And you can customize it to your liking. I recommend at least every customer and client and agency out there, you want to have at least 2 different views. You're typically going to have something like your sales and opportunities, and you're going to have another one like maybe your past clients or your leads. You want to separate out the hottest from the rest. That's really just a good practice in general with every type of business. Now, again, like I said, we applied the same process, the save views, to all the different other sections in the system, and that equally applies to tasks. So if you notice here, we have tasks, and at the top, we got these save views. Now, the views up here by default are things like overdue, things due today, completed, etc. But if I only wanted to see, let's say, certain priority of tickets, I can create another view, and I say high priority, or I say urgent. Right, so I'll make this view right here. Now I got this new view, urgent. And so when I open that, I can go ahead and set a filter. And we can say something like where the priority is urgent. Pretty simple. Apply that filter. Now we're good to go. Now I have the urgent tasks right here. I can click save this view. Now that view's saved. All right, so great way to organize your tasks in here. A lot of people don't know we actually have full like project management, task management systems built in here. You can create different types of projects. And while I'm here, I might as well show you guys, but I want to do another deep dive video on this another day. But inside the task system, you got this project drop down, and you can just click on add a new project, right? And this project could be called sales or social media. And each project can have its own icon and color. So if you're like me, I like to color code everything, makes it easy. We'll go ahead and do that. And then each project can actually have its own custom statuses, right? So, and I just updated the name of this one, but that's okay. So on social media, you see there's this thing that says status template. This is going to be the status that shows for each of the tasks. So you can have things like to do and process, done, and you might have different statuses on different tickets or different projects. So very cool to customize that. So when you're working in a ticket and you pull it up here, or a task, you got your statuses up here on the left. Again, they can all be customized. You got assignees, due dates, durations. You got the descriptions, attachments, subtasks. You can even tag your teammates in here and do all your communication inside the app. But one of my favorite things in here is actually the view where we actually merge the contacts information with the task activity. So in line, you can see like calls and call transcripts and notes in line with the task timeline. So that's really, really cool. So if you ever find yourself having to like hunt down info from a conversation to complete a task, now you can do that all in one screen. That's a big, big time saver. But yeah, I wanted to make this video kind of short and quick to show you guys that new feature. Now you have the AI message categories, and I want to show you guys that you do have these saved views. And if some of you don't see the saved views on the left side nav bar, I do want you to know in each section, there's a settings gear, and you can actually control if you want to see the submenus. And there's 2 levels of submenus. You can show the project, and then you can show the views, right? So you got these collapsible items, kind of like folders. So great way to save time and stay organized. If you want that in your menu item, you can drill down right into the tickets that are important for you and your business. We use this for everything. We use this for internal development, planning features and fixes. We use this for keeping track of social media. We use this for sales. We use this for everything. And that's because we can create different projects and different views for each one of those activities. So I appreciate you guys joining me today. Please check out the new AI message categories feature that's live in your account. And I do need to tell you, it is in labs. So you need to go into settings, click on labs, and go ahead and turn on that feature right here. Where is it at? Message categories. We got a lot of things in labs right here. I'm going to be doing more videos about this. Roles and permissions, sidebar customization, media library. Even got some social media stuff on here planned as well. So I thank you guys for joining me today, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.